All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Tennessee Titans. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. For a lot of people, MVP award means the quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. There's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Kill. One.
Gurley again here on first down. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw Mariota. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mariota into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Leonard Floyd, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Uncorks one for Davis. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Let's get that offense on the fucking field, baby. Oh, smash.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 41, Trubisky. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. First down, a run with Cohen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They will run for the first time here with White.
You gotta hold that block.
In his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Trubisky will throw. And he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Adam Shaheen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off near the 34. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lewis. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. And Walker with it over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 18. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Trubisky to throw. Open man is Trey Burton. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Looking to throw on second down. Mariota. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
18.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Take 4.
First down, here's White. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now Trubisky.
Oh, my God.
This one's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
That's the problem. All you do is run. You ain't running on me.
Planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 9, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Leonard Floyd make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. That's incomplete.
Wow, I didn't even touch her. Oh my
so hang on,
god.
a big call coming on 3rd down.
Bro, I didn't even touch him. I swear to God.
Down. Instead, PI
I didn't even fucking make a move on the ball.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really
fucking game, bro.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him. That full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit.
Oh my
They've got them frustrated right now.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Look at this
And a
pass,
heavy
bro.
traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Mariota. And Davis with it left side. That 2nd down play nets a -4. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked a field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
In your face. Under 10.
Again, it's Cohen. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Third and 2. Now Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back
what is
to
you
the
barking
backfield
at,
for him.
dog?
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking.
There ain't nobody out here, bruh.
When he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Watch out, Blue. Move. Watch out. Blue, can you move, dude? Blue, get out of the doorway.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last.
Bro, this game is so broken. That's cover 3.
They didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick.
And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Throwing on second down. Trubisky completes it to the tight end, Burton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Here's Trubisky to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
What's tight? Tight is right. 3 down, 3 down.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Check.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They're running with Gurley, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 2 times.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And
Right
nearly
out of
picked
pitch.
off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
16 yards, a 1st down. Now Trubisky on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And they take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Chicago, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Division in jeopardy, man. Shot it, shot it, shot it. Oh, weapon ain't the man. Shot it, shot it. You know your boyfriend ain't the man. Shot it. Hold on, man. I lead the league in offense, man. Hold on. Hey, man. You knew this rapper is just that, boy. That ain't from my head, boy. This is some bullshit. I ain't damn near. I ain't never allowed this much. Where the fuck am I? Hell no. You got me fucked up, cuz. Man, shot it. That's cap. Bro, niggas running on me too? Whoa, this game is broken. What? You know your boyfriend ain't the man, shawty, shawty. You know your boyfriend ain't the man, shawty. Boyfriend and a man, shawty, shawty, shawty.
Coach thinks located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. 2-1 loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun.
Oh, what
we're
the fuck?
underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
This nigga got two. Oh my God.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On the toss play, this is Drake. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take
niggas think shit sweet up in this league, nigga. I lose a couple games, niggas go crazy.
To establish the running game early.
I'm about to fuck this shit up. They don't even know it.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go, P. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quentin Williams drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
To a left-handed, or did you make him left-handed?
He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
It's weird. Like, what the fuck?
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm all your boyfriend and the man. Shawty.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Let's go, P. Tighten up. Let's go.
On 1st down, Darnold. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That's
why the fuck he did that? He had him burnt. He should have just ran.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Darnold. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Darnold.
Damn,
Pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Charles Harris able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Ooh, shut up,
Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. That is caught at the 7. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets will extend their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0.
know your boyfriend ain't gonna let it. Why do I keep kicking like that, bruh? I keep forgetting I got ass kicked for that lock and shit.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
I knew I should have took that route.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And able to find Green. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Drake. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And some room to work. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Jets take over. Come on, fans in at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
You ain't doing nothing today. 6-6, pull it high.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Darnold, it's caught by Quincy Enunwa. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Come on.
Darnold to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Here's Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Check, 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 check.
Check, check, check.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check 31, check 31. Alpha.
2nd and 10. Wilson snags it left side.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Running, it's Drake. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that... is not going to get it done.
I'm going to hit you all day.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And look at this, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A.J. Green. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Back to throw, Darnold. He's got his man on the crossing route. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Darnold. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
All day, every day, any day.
A final shot before the break. Darnold. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gold with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for Miami. 54 yards. So Green able to avoid the defender, make the tough catch, and that obviously reminds me of the article you and I were reading before the game. In elementary school, he was on the juggling team. He could juggle not 3 but 4 things at once, and that's where he got that good hand-eye coordination.
So when we talk about circus catches that he's made, we're actually pretty accurate, aren't we?
Absolutely. Were you on your elementary school juggling team?
No, they cut me in the first round.
I figured. They wouldn't even let me audition.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Jets' 26-yard line.
60 orange, 57 to mine. Gotta do better.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll look to throw here. That's going to be caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A.J. Green with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first.
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye, and all the way in, touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His first touchdown of the new season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Now Gold for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely.
The Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. On second down, it's Drake, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Looking to throw. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Good stuff.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now a first down and then some. And a cut to the sideline. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. 2nd and 11. Out to the right here to Wilson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could...
Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. That goes for 15 yards on the fake, a first down, and a lot of fist pumps right now on that sideline. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's first and 10. Here's Bell. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
We got 4. We got 4. Hey, lady. Double up.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38. He came right off the bench. That's his first carry of the game, and he left an indelible mark on the game.
Did not just bring fresh legs off the bench. He brought a fierce mind as well. He had a lot to prove, didn't he? He thinks he's as good as the guy who's the starter. Wanted to prove it, and boy, did he on that play.
Darnold completes to Bell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be third down. Now Darnold. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still, it got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down, and that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A.J. Green, 38 yards. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Bust through the tackle. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike, 55. Right there.
Hey, echo. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't the kids.
Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Mike, 55. Lady.
Darnold now to throw. This one caught by Crowder. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch the run. Hey, lady.
They'll run it with Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Watch that end. Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 out. Lady. 43.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now it's Darnold. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Darnold, his first throw in overtime. Letting one go deep for a noon one. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Jets, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.